Welcome, confabs, to the meaning of Hanuman Chalisa Part 2 Feats of Unwavering Devotion. Hi, I am Zara, and with me, as always, is the insightful Zen. In Part 1, the foundation of power, we laid the groundwork understanding the opening couplets and the first 10 chopais, which introduced Hanumanji as the epitome of strength, wisdom, and selfless action. Today, we are diving deeper into his incredible feats, showing how his dedication and power translate into overcoming seemingly impossible obstacles. These next 10 chopais, 11 to 20, are all about action, impact, and fruits of unwavering devotion.
Hi folks, I am Jen. So, we have met the superhero in our last episode. Now, let's see him in action and understand how his superpowers can inspire our own daily wins.
Yes, let's jump right in the Chopai 11, which talks about one of Hanumanji's most iconic acts. Lai Sajivan Lakhan Jiaye, Shri Raghubir Harshi Ur Lai.
What's the modern vibe for this incredible feat?
Well, the modern vibe is restoring Sanjeevani herb and revived Lakshmana. Lord Rama was overjoyed and embraced you. This means bringing something back to life, whether it's team's morale, a stalled initiative, or your own passion. Hanumanji's action here is about resurrection in a profound sense, making the impossible possible. And then Shri Raghubir Harshur Lai, Lord Rama embraced you with joy. This isn't just a hug, it's a recognition, deep appreciation, and a bond of profound trust and affection. It signifies the immense value placed on Hanumanji's selfless action and the joy that comes from truly dedicated service.
That's powerful. It's about achieving something so impactful you earn the deepest respect. What's next in Chopai 12? रघुपति कीनी बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरती संभाई.
Okay, Zen. So it can be explained as Lord Rama greatly praised you and declared, "You are as dear to me as my brother Bharat." So Raghupati Kini Bahut Badhai means Lord Rama praised you greatly. This is about receiving high commendation and acknowledgement for your dedication and success. It's the ultimate employee of the month award, but on a cosmic scale. And the incredibly significant line, Tummam Priya Bharati Sambhai, you are as dear to me as my brother Bharat. This means being seen as equal to the most beloved and loyal. It's about earning a place of profound trust, kinship, and unconditional acceptance at the highest level. It's the kind of validation that goes beyond words.
These next three chopais highlight how Hanumanji's glory is recognized by everyone, from the highest beings to the greatest thinkers. Sahas badan tumro jas gaave, as kahi Shripati kant lagave.
Sahas badan tumro jas gaave, as kahi Shripati kant lagave. The vibe. Even the 1,000-headed Sheshnag sings your praises. Saying this, Lord Rama embraced you. Sahas badan tumro jas gaave. Thousands of mouths sing your praises. This is about universal recognition and renown. It's when your impact is so profound that countless people or even every aspect of existence acknowledges your greatness. As kahi Shripati kant lagave. Saying this, Lord Rama embraced you. This reiterates the deep personal affection and honor he receives from the highest authority. Not just general praise, but a heartfelt connection.
On to Chupai 14, broadening the scope of his admirers. Sankadik Brahmadi Munisha, Narad Sarad Sahit Ahisa.
Sankadik Brahmadi Munisa, Narad Sarad Sahit Ahisa. Now, you must be wondering what's the meaning of these words. The vibe is sages like Sanaka, great spiritual masters like Brahma, Narada, the divine storyteller, Saraswati, goddess of wisdom, and even the great serpent king Sheshnag. They all sing your glories. Even the great serpent king Sheshnag, they all sing your glories. So, Sankadik Brahmadi Munisa, this refers to the greatest sages, thinkers, and creators in the cosmos. It implies that even the most intelligent and spiritual advanced beings recognize and praise Hanumanji's unique qualities. And Narad Sarad Sahit Ahisa. Narada is the divine bard and communicator. Sharad, Saraswati, is the goddess of knowledge and arts, and Ahisa means Sheshnag is the cosmic serpent of eternity. This means that all forms of wisdom, knowledge, communication, and even time itself attest to his greatness. His legend is woven into the very fabric of existence.
Which leads us perfectly into Chupai 15. जम कुबेर दिग्पाल जहाँ थे, कभी कोबिद कही सके कहाँ थे.
Yeah, so it means even the gods of death and wealth can't fully describe him. The modern wife says even the lords of death, that is Yama, wealth, Kubera, and the protectors of all directions can't fully describe your glory. How then can ordinary poets and scholars truly express it? Jam Kuber Digpal Chahate. Yama is the lord of justice, death. Kubera is the lord of wealth, and Digpals are the protectors of the 10 directions. This emphasizes that even those with immense power and control over the fundamental aspects of existence are awed by Hanumanji's greatness. Kabhi ko bid kahi sake kahan te. How can poets and scholars describe it? This speaks to the ineffable nature of true greatness. Some things are so vast, profound, that words, even from the most eloquent, simply fall short. Hanumanji's impact transcends normal comprehension.
So now we have established that Lord Hanumanji's got cosmic recognition. Now let's look at how he actively impacts the world, starting with Chupai 16. तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीना, राम मिलाए राजपद दीना.
Yeah, it means you did a great favor to Sugriva, the monkey king, uniting him with Rama and helping him regain his kingdom. Tum upkar Sugriva hi kina. You did a great favor to Sugriva. This signifies Hanumanji's role as a catalyst for positive change and a problem solver for others. He actively assists those in need, especially those who are rightfully deserving but have been wronged. Ram Milai Rajpat Dina united him with Rama and gave him his kingdom. This highlights Hanumanji's ability to connect people to higher resources and restore what was lost. He helps people claim their rightful peace and power.
Very well explained. Now we move on to the Chupai 17. Another key intervention. Tumro mantra Vibhishan mana, Lankeshwar bhai sab jag jana.
Okay, so Vibhishan listened to him and became king. The modern vibe says Vibhishan, Ravana's virtuous brother, accepted your counsel and the whole world knows he became the king of Lanka. What's the word focus for? Tumharo mantra Vibhishan mana. Vibhishan accepted your counsel. This emphasizes Hanumanji's wisdom and persuasive power. He's not just strong, he gives sound voice, he gives sound advice that leads to favorable outcomes even to unlikely allies. Lankeshwar bhai sab jag jana became king of Lanka, known to the whole world. This shows the tangible world-changing result of following good counsel. Hanumanji's intervention brings about justice and order, transforming a chaotic situation into a stable one.
These are all about strategic impact. What about Chupai 18? Yug Sahastra Jojan par bhanu. Lilyo tahi madhur fal janu.
Is a famous one, Zen. And the modern vibe says, you flew thousands of miles towards the sun, swallowing it, thinking it a sweet fruit. Jug Sahasra Jojan par bhanu. sun thousands of leagues away. This depicts the immense scale of his childhood power and fearlessness. It's about attempting something seemingly impossible, driven by pure instinct or innocent desire. Lilio tahi madhur fal jano, swallowed it thinking it a sweet fruit. This symbolizes a childlike innocence and lack of perception of limits. In a modern context, it is about having the audacity to pursue what others deem unattainable or the ability to consume vast amounts of knowledge or challenges without being overwhelmed. It speaks to an insatiable drive.
Now we are going for the next Chopai number 19. Another iconic feat. प्रभु मुद्रिका मेली मुखमाही जल्दी लांगी गए अचरज नाही.
Wow! Prabhu Mudrika Meli Mukhmahi. So, the ring from Rama in his mouth and he crossed the ocean. The modern vibe says, with Lord Rama's ring in your mouth, you easily crossed the mighty ocean. This was no wonder for you. The ring is a symbol of authority, trust, and connection to a higher purpose. Carrying it in his mouth signifies his unwavering focus on his mission and his identity as a messenger rather than an independent actor. It's about being empowered by the trust placed in you. Jaladi langi gai achraj nahi. Cross the ocean, no wonder. This is about effortlessly overcoming massive obstacles. When you are aligned with your purpose and carry the symbol of your commitment, it implies that for a truly dedicated and capable individual, seemingly impossible tasks become easy.
And finally, for this episode, Chopai 20, summarizing his impact. दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते. Please explain to our viewers.
And the modern vibe says, all the most difficult tasks in the world become easy and accessible through your grace and benevolent influence. Durgam Kaj Jagat Ke Jete. All the difficult tasks in the world. This refers to any challenging project, complex problem, or seemingly unsurmountable barrier you might face in life. Sugam Anugrah Tumre Tete. Become easy by your grace blessings. This emphasizes that with you, Hanumanji's qualities, strength, wisdom, devotion, and problem solving ability, even the toughest situations can be navigated with ease and success. It's about the transformative power of his influence, making the impossible possible.
Wow, what an incredible set of Chopais. From literally moving mountains to the bridging oceans, Hanumanjis demonstrate that with dedication, wisdom, and the right intentions, no challenge is too great for our dear Hanumanjis.
Absolutely. These verses are a powerful reminder that our own impossible tasks can become easy when we embody qualities like resilience, unwavering focus, and a spirit of selfless service. We all have that potential within us. Indeed, join us next time on the meaning of Hanuman Chalisa Part 3 as we continue to unlock the profound wisdom of this ancient hymn. Until then, keep facing those challenges with your inner Hanumanji. Take care, everyone. See you.